A man's love is measured on how much you can get him to do for you. That means that the more that you can get him to do for you, the more that he will love you, because the more he will be invested in you. So if you want your partner or just anyone around you to do near enough anything for you, then stick around because it's all coming up right now. Hi, welcome back to the Vibration Vault. My name is Alia Saray. I help women all over the world navigate their love life in a more feminine way. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, make sure to subscribe to stick around. Okay, let's begin. So first things first is I need to tell you a story. Now this is a story that is going to illustrate how weaponized incompetence is going to be successful for you in a marriage, in a long-term relationship. I learned weaponized incompetence from a very young age, watching my mother and my father in their successful and happy marriage that is still standing to this day. My mum used weaponized incompetence very well. Until this day, I'm not entirely sure that she knew exactly what it was that she was doing. However, she had my dad catering to her every single need. She taught my sisters and I how to get this treatment from a man from a very young age. What is weaponized incompetence? Weaponized incompetence is pretending you can't do something or pretending that someone else is better at you than doing something, and then getting them to successfully do it and do it willingly, in turn making them fall even more madly in love with you. Let me give you an example. So my mum can cook, but she doesn't like cooking. She's smart. So anytime she could outsource something to my dad, she would do exactly that. And she would do this without asking him to do it, without telling him to do it. Instead, she used weaponized incompetence. And it looked a little like this. My dad cooked some boiled rice. Very simple, very basic. But my mum didn't like cooking boiled rice. So she said to him, "Wow, this is the best boiled rice I have ever tasted. How did you make it? You know, you really do have a talent for this. Honestly, I'm never able to make it taste this good." Then, to really seal the deal, she would send my sisters and I into the kitchen to then tell him that this is also the best boiled rice that we have ever tasted. Obviously, my dad was over the moon. He was under the impression that he had just unlocked this new hidden talent. Eventually, he started to take over the kitchen and he started to do all of the cooking, and we would continue to give him this praise. "Wow, you make this the best." And I watched her say that, like, "Wow, it's better than mine. You do this amazing. You are the best at making this. This is better than eating at a restaurant." And over the years, I watched him fall even more in love with my mum as he was given the opportunity to do more for her, to invest into her. Now, the art behind how you implement this is that you have to make your partner believe that they are better at doing this specific task than you. Let me give you an example. Let's say he stacks the dishwasher. You would say, "Wow, baby, did you do this? How did you stack the dishwasher so well? You have done this better than I ever could. Honestly, it's so good. How did you manage to do it?" Now, when you say this, he's led to believe that he is better than you at doing this specific task. Therefore, it's going to provoke him to want to do that task, meaning that now it's not going to be your sole responsibility. He's going to find enjoyment from doing it if he receives that same level of praise every time he does it. As humans, we are wired to want to do more of the things that we believe we are good at. So if you are sat here and you are thinking, "No, I have too much pride. I have too much ego. I am not going to allow him to believe that he is better at doing something than me, especially if he's not better at doing it than me. If you are thinking like this, then that's okay, but good luck, because you will be stuck doing everything for yourself forever. But weaponized incompetence doesn't just stop there. It also extends outside of the home too. Let me give you an example. So the other month, I went to go and visit my parents, and my mum and I went shopping, and we ended up getting a coffee on the way home, and we were driving. And we ended up having these empty coffee cups in the car. We wanted to get rid of them. So my mum drove and parked on this main road right next to a bin. And she was going to get out of the car and put these coffee cups in the bin. However, she was wearing heeled shoes. It was raining. It wasn't great weather, and she didn't really want to get out. So she rolled down her window and she saw this man walk past the bin, and she went, "Hello, excuse me, can you put these in the bin for us?" And she passed the coffee cups to him. He took the coffee cups and he put them in the bin. We both said thank you and then drove off. The moral of the story here is assume that everybody wants to help you. And then when you speak to them, speak with conviction, speak with an authoritative presence. You can't just freeze up and assume that it's going to be easier for you to do it yourself. Feminine energy is all about not doing things that you don't want to do and doing things that you want to do. What feels authentic to you. Note how she didn't say, "Would it be possible for you to please put these coffee cups in the bin?" No, she said, "You put these coffee cups in that bin." And he said, yes, because she just assumed that he would want to help us. To be in your divine feminine energy, it's all about doing the things that you want to do and not doing the things that you don't want to do. And if there's things that you don't want to do, but you still have to do, then you find a way to delegate the task or outsource the task. Let me give you an example. This is something you can use with your partner. Let's say your partner has invited some guests around and you are in charge of making sure that all of the food is there for the guests. He's busy at work and he's thinking that you are going to be cooking, but you are too tired. You don't want to cook. You're not in the mood to cook. You could use option 1 and you could go into your masculine energy and you could start slaving away in the kitchen, start making all of this food, getting very frustrated and very angry because you do not want to actually do that task. You feel like you are just doing it because you have to do it. Or you can use option 2 and you can go into your feminine energy and you could outsource this task. You can order some food in and then you can plate it up and make it look presentable. So you have not had to exert yourself and waste all of your energy preparing this food that by the time the guests come over, you have no energy to conversate with your guests and show up for your guests in the way that you normally would. When you are a woman in your feminine energy, you never ever have to struggle. Life gets to be incredibly easy for you as long as you allow it to be incredibly easy for you. So that is a wrap for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please make sure to hit the thumbs up and please make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So until next time, I love you. Bye.